Still away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23.
Now they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35. Allen now on 1st down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert being chased out left. And this is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Complete.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Herbert on 3rd down now. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Badgley missed it. Off to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Yeah, this place has notoriously never been kind to visiting field goal kickers. You get those wins that really whip through the inner bowl, not to mention the urban legends about stadium workers opening and closing the tunnel doors. But for whatever reason, this one winds up off target.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
3-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Playing time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the delay, here's Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
At the Chargers' 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Herbert. His throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. To the air again, Herbert. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Forced out to his left. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on third. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the gun, Allen escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Allen to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Here's Breida. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Brings up 4th and
so they're going for it, and here's Allen. Steps away to his left. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Play action. It's Herbert. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. He's coming. Alert. 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 He's coming. Double up. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Operating from the gun. Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a pickup of 6.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They go counter with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Breida. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Mike 53. 53. Mike.
This is Breida. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 53. Kill. Check 26. Check 26.
This is Breida on the draw. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
He was brought down by
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6.
319! Exit! Alert!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He finds Coleman. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. This is Coleman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen going to keep it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
So it's a victory here